If you're experiencing extreme sensitivity to feelings of rejection, or simply not engaging in your social world the way you would like to because you're fearful of rejection, you might be struggling with rejection-sensitive dysphoria. This is a very painful diagnosis that can play havoc on our emotional world and really impair our ability to function. Some good questions to ask yourself if you're experiencing or have been diagnosed with ADHD, social phobia, panic disorder, or even perhaps something called borderline personality disorder are: do you avoid situations because you're fearful that you will be rejected by the people who are there? If a loved one or a friend or a boss suddenly calls you up out of the blue, do you immediately start thinking that you've done something wrong? Do you anticipate rejection moving into a new relationship with a friend or a colleague or a loved one? And perhaps even avoid developing new relationships because of that anticipation. If you answered yes to any of those, and the more you answered yes to, it's a good sign that you might be struggling with this experience. As I highlighted in my previous video, this does not mean that you're crazy, even though it can feel crazy making. And notice if that's a label you've ever applied to yourself. We do like to give ourselves negative labels and call ourselves names when we don't understand what's happening. Rejection-sensitive dysphoria is actually a neurological experience where somebody experiences the pain of rejection at a much deeper and much more painful level than the normal populace. And again, this is usually tied to ADHD or developmental trauma. And so if you answered yes to any of those questions, it might be worth doing some additional investigation into this experience, and perhaps even finding someone with whom you can do some healing work. It's a painful way to live, and it doesn't have to be your truth. In fact, the more we understand about what's going on in our brains and our bodies, the more we are empowered to take actionable steps and create sustainable long-term change. We now have incredible ways to help the mind and the body heal. So take a moment to tune into yourself and give yourself the gift of healing. It's out there, and you deserve it.